This song is really a showcase in just the skill difference, right? People really think it's one way. People got a certain perception and idea of the situation at hand. And it's not that, especially in music. Everybody thinks they're the best. Because you think you're the best, I gotta show you that you're not the best compared to what we got going on. Yeah, but that ain't the case. Don't know what them niggas was thinking when niggas was thinking that. Yeah, we heard you speaking and seeing how you moving. We thinking that you don't believe in that. I really be confused about these people's thought process, especially the rappers. When you thinking that you better than me, when you thinking you working harder than me, I be confused. We see your actions. Like your actions and your words are not aligning. So all the stuff that you saying that you might believe based on how you move and we see it, we don't believe nothing you talking about. I'm on a mission. I do it all for the village. We waging war, so call all of the warriors. Baby, I'm balling. My girl asking all of these questions. We kind of like Billy and Gloria. Gather all the troops. We get into it. We balling. A lot of people don't know this. When I talk about balling or I talk about money, money is everything. Money's putting in work. Money's actual currency. But we balling. And that's a play on the movie White Men Can't Jump. So you got Billy Hoyt, was the white dude played by, was that Woody Harrelson? And Gloria, played by Rosie Perez. In the movie, Billy plays basketball. Gloria's dream was to be on Jeopardy. When you're on Jeopardy, you answer the questions by asking a question. So she's asking me how I'm doing this, where's this money come from? How's all of this happening? She cast a shadow like Moria, shaped like she posted victorious. Met her right out in Astoria. 3-level crib, I'm Astoria. So basically casting a shadow means you have influence. More often than not, it's negative, but it basically just means you have influence. Moria is a character in the manga and anime One Piece who has the special ability of controlling and manipulating shadows. So she casts a shadow like this character whose power is to control and manipulate shadows. Met her right in Astoria. Astoria's in Queens. If you know anything about New York City, it's some good looking women out in Astoria. Each level of a house is called a story. So she's so fine that I want to buy her a house. So I'm gonna story her. Cause they never had it. It's habits and patterns that happen like hating and hoping to hinder agendas and them getting cornier. So this is elite level literary element shit. I wish I knew the name of it, but all of the words, the pocket with all of these words starting with the letter H, and basically it just breaks down the jealousy and envy people have, like, cause they never had it, they just get corny. You watch somebody get cornier and cornier as they decide to hate on somebody. It could have been different. It isn't. The distance like drifting dimensions. The critics might die from dysphoria. The distance between us is so crazy, it's like drifting dimensions. You know how hard it is to get to another dimension? Now just imagine that distance and it's just constantly moving further and further apart. You can't even quantify the distance of that. Dysphoria is basically, it's an overwhelming feeling of sadness and despair. So this distance between me and them, they're gonna die of sadness. Fuck it, it is what it gotta be. We broke the mold while they making a mockery. Most niggas are who they gotta be. Can't disrespect and then pay with apologies. It's just accepting the fact that these are who these people are. Most people are who they gotta be. Maybe they feel like whatever situation that is, hating on me is gonna get them through it. And that's okay. I've accepted that that is your role in this story. When you realize why you was doing it, when you get in a better situation, you cannot repay me for the disrespect that I was given with an apology. I don't want an apology. I need something else.
Cut me a check, I want bonds, I want property. I want enough to establish a colony. It takes a village. This whole shit aristocracy. Obviously can't build monopolies on top of my faults and sorries. Yeah, so here I'm basically just like describing the things I want. Checks, I want bonds, I want property, you know, my 40 acres and a mule, you know what I mean? And that's really important. So that's when I wanted to start with that energy and really bring that to the forefront. And also, you can't really build with people that are going to make constant mistakes and refuse to evolve and grow. You feel me? All they're going to say is, I'm sorry. Calibrate, calculate, expenses of being a boss. I tell you the totals are costly. Concentrate, meditate. Them niggas dead weight. A corpse that say you ain't do nothing for me. Aggravate, agitate, heroes to villains, comparative narratives, switch up the stories. Here are things you can expect from people that aren't being productive or aren't being successful around you. You want to isolate yourself and align with people that are going to be bosses. When you put yourself out there as a leader, as a boss, you have to take most of the responsibility for shit like that. And, you know, not everybody you got on your team is going to be riding with you with that. Be wary of people who are dead weight. You got a person on your team that's dead weight. The first thing they're going to say is, you didn't do enough for me. You could do everything but put them in a bank. It's very easy to lose yourself on the straight and narrow and to become like some villain. It's a thin line. Most people can't fathom the fact that the matter of fact, their existence is not that important. Most people can't handle the pressure, the burdens that come with being assertive for certain. Most people can't handle the pressure of being great. A lot of people can't fathom that they're not the main character of the story. And I count on myself so I know what my worth is. I write all my curses in cursive. The K and the clan was on purpose, established a venture, and that got him nervous. I'm very intentional when it comes to my actions, when it comes to my wording, my speech, my language, my delivery. And this is basically me expressing that side of me. It's acknowledge the prowess. Then they gonna nerf us, struggle to shoulder. They're throwing rocks out of boulder, hoping to piss off the mountain. Hindsight would say I'm the sultan. The id and ego are boundless, both in balance. Here impossible sounds like a challenge. People try to get through to you, calling you names, funny comments on your videos or whatever. You really have to be solid in yourself. A lot of people are gonna try to throw rocks and it's just like, yo, that doesn't bother me. I don't let that faze me. I rap about ego a lot, you feel me? But it's important to keep all aspects, the id, the ego, the super ego in balance. I know when I walk outside what type of confidence and ego I'm walking with, but I'm also in balance. When you look back at this, you're gonna be like, yo, this nigga was wildin'. Like, he really was the king of this rap shit. He was the sultan. Like, he really had all this shit together. Partnered with Av, we've done the impossible many, many, many times. So every time we see the impossible, I'll even look at him and be like, man, you really think we gonna be able to pull this off? Yo, bro, we did this before. We've done this many a time. Going far, 10 mil on the mileage. Any vet can expect that I'm wildin'. Check what your stylist to tell you I'm styling. Check what your bitch, she'll tell you I'm fucking. Check what the bottom, we built this with nothing. Thicker than water, the blood of the covenant. We really had to build this shit with our bare hands from the mud. That's something to be proud of. Just check with everybody to let you know that, oh, we really them niggas. A lot of people think blood is thicker than water. The real quote is, the blood of the covenant is thicker than that of the water of the womb, which basically means that even though you're born to family, the people that you were born around, they might not always have your best interests at heart. They might not have those bonds that are positive and support you through your dreams, your work career, whatever. You might find those bonds in friendship, in camaraderie with your community. When you go outside and you found a lot of like-minded people and you'll ride for those people.
Rose from the dirt, then we branch like the government. Know I'm that nigga, don't know about no other shit. Can't trust a bitch if she know about my other bitch. Can't fuck with niggas, they stay on the dumbest shit. Rose from the dirt, basically, we started from the bottom. We came up from the bottom. The U.S. government operates in 3 branches. A tree also comes out of the dirt and has branches. So it was just a little play on us coming out the dirt. I know I'm that nigga, that's it. I don't know shit about nothing else. I don't know what anybody else got going on. I know I'm that nigga. That's the universal truth. The sky is blue, I'm that nigga. You got a girl, you got a side chick. It's too much information passing. Your side chick knowing about your chick puts her in a position of power to blow up your world whenever she wants to. Even if it's not your girl. So I would never let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. You can't fuck with these niggas, yo. Niggas really be moving stupid, whether it's women, money, not focusing on their goals. Like, they really stay on the dumbest shit. Why would you reach for the sun with an oven mitt? Watch it unfold from the deck of the mothership. I'm really petty, but somehow above the shit. Get really low, but I still kind of hover shit. Playing into the last line about people being on the dumb shit. Reaching for the sun with an oven mitt makes no sense. The concept of reaching for the sun is reaching for something that you could never attain, reaching a level that you could never get to. The idea of wearing an oven mitt while doing that is based on the knowledge you have of the sun being hot as fuck. You having an oven mitt is not going to do anything for you if you actually was to reach the sun. But you doing something like that, which would be a risky endeavor, but still trying to be safe about it, is dumb. Like, you cannot take a risk and try to hedge the bet. And you're doing it in a dumb way. I'm watching this happen from a higher vantage point, being closer to the destination. But because I'm on the spaceship, because I'm still in this world, I'm still kind of above all of the dumb shit. Even though I take the opportunity to acknowledge it from time to time because I like to be petty, I'm really still above all of this shit y'all got going on. We never making no contact with the lesser beings. It doesn't happen, you wasn't meant to be it. Don't get the vision, they wasn't meant to see it. Hear how I'm on it, the niggas wanna me it. I can't dwell with people that I think are beneath me, and not in terms of just being a regular person, in terms of focusing on negativity, focusing on things that don't lead to your progression of you, your children, your family, your friends, anything like that. If something doesn't happen for you, you gotta understand it's a couple reasons. If it happens for me, my destiny was just stronger than yours. Your destiny was to watch me get this thing, or you didn't put the work in. But now, if you put all the work in, if you did everything possible, you gotta find solace in the fact that at that point, it really just wasn't meant for you to have this thing. As an artist, you have this idea of what the support looks like from the people around you. Because you do music, because you do art, because you do poetry, because you're starting a business, you think the people around you are just automatically going to support you. They don't know how to support you because they don't get it. they're never gonna see a vision that wasn't meant for them. Holding them to this standard and being upset that they aren't getting it, they're not supposed to get it. It's your vision. Once you find out how I'm doing shit, or once you see there's results from the way that I'm doing shit, that's when everybody wants to do that. But it's okay. Everybody steals from everybody. Everybody copies everybody. Everybody's inspired by everybody else. Some people's secrets should never be repeated. Perched on the shoulders of all my inner demons, aura resembled a super burning finger. I'm third generation, the school of undefeated. And it's really just about staying 10 toes and holding shit down and moving forward and just being a solid individual. I'm the negative influence. A lot of people are ruled by their inner demons. They laughing at me in the back, y'all. So all the negative aspects of me or the things I need to work on, I'm on their shoulder convincing them of the behavior. This is one of my favorite animes. It's called Mobile Suit G Gundam. There's a character named Domo Kashu. They fighting Gundams, which is basically giant robots. He has a special attack called the Burning Finger, where his like robot's hand glows like magma, and he basically just melts the skull of the other robots he fights. Later on in the show, he gets a super mold. His whole robot glows golden, and then he does that movie. Once he does the super burning finger, there's like a whole golden robot. It's like a fire rainbow circle around him, and that's the kind of aura that I have. Also in the show, Domo was trained by Master Asia, who's like the previous winner of the Gundam tournament. Master Asia is also known as the Undefeated of the East. Domo was trained by him in the school of the Undefeated of the East. I'm the third generation, so of these two people who are masters at their craft and are undefeated, I'm the next in line as a person who's undefeated.
Fist got the glow of the chosen. Sekiat Ten Kyokin. Feeling overpowered. Old Zai under Comet Sozen. Gold Roger when he swung at Odin. Mike Guy with the 8 gates open. Hisugaya grown man flow frozen. Gold Key when he fucked up Goken. The strongest technique in G Gundam is the Sekiat Ten Kyokin. It's like the most powerful technique that they got in G Gundam with Domo Kashu, Master Asia. I guess you can count Rain. This whole little rhyme scheme is playing on my love and appreciation for anime and pop culture. Shout out G Gundam. Shout out Avatar The Last Airbender. I'm shouting out Naruto. I'm shouting out One Piece. I'm shouting out Street Fighter. These are all elements of like my childhood and all the things that I've loved even up to adulthood. And I always try to incorporate that element of me into my raps.
The master knows results are shown through true devotion. Nigga, I be going through the motions. This is a super sneaky anime reference right here. If you watch one of the earlier episodes, when I talked about my man Isaac Netero from Hunter x Hunter, part of his training was every day he prayed while he was strength training. So he did 1,000 punches of devotion every day to show his like dedication and gratefulness for the strength he was allowed to attain. When he went back to the dojo that he basically got kicked out of, when he showed people the strength and the speed of his punch, the master of that dojo broke down in tears because he recognized the beauty of it. What I be going through the motions is meaning I am doing the work to achieve this level of result. But it's also a play when somebody's going through the motions, it kind of just means that they're phoning it in, they're not giving it their all. The foes arose, but they hopes was fusion focused. When they get to certain points, we go 10. If somebody don't like you, the first thing they try to do is convince somebody else not to like you. Fusion is basically teaming up. All of these people who oppose me, their hopes lie in their ability to team up with other people and form a big enough force to try to oppose me. On Dragon Ball Z, when they do the fusion dance, to finish the dance, their fingers have to touch at a point. One of the people who fuse with the fusion dance, his name is Goten. He's the son of Goku. Goten means like being on a level 10. We got a certain energy for niggas now. When you get to a certain spot in your journey, you get referred to as a goat. We're goatened, as in, well, we got to this point and now we're recognized as being the goats.
Combination is potent. Gojo 6 eyes awoken. Red and blue mixed. The cursed technique is broken. Hollow purple domain implosion overflowing. Certified hits give them atomic erosion. Spoilers. Spoilers if you ain't see Jujutsu Kaisen. There's a character on the show. His name is Satoru Gojo. He is the head of the Gojo clan, a family of Jujutsu sorcerers. They basically do magic, but all the magic is derived from negative emotions. They call that cursed energy. He has a genetic trait from his family called the 6 eyes that allows him to perceive cursed energy at godlike levels. And I'm also making references to his most powerful techniques, the Limitless, which is another special technique learned by the Gojo family. He also has a cursed energy technique of repulsion. I believe that's red, and of attraction, which is blue. And when you mix those two together, you get purple, and that basically destroys everything in its path.
Shorty say I ain't shit, then get drunk and wanna ask for dick. She fill a cup with a mix of emotions. Women are confusing. So you talking to a shorty, you know, things not working out, it's fuck you, this is over. But then she get drunk and now it's a whole different version of her.
She gonna chug the potion, toxic overdosing, split the difference, gotta know the quotient. You know, when girls drink, they're gonna get drunk. The quotient is the answer to a problem using division. I like to think that's a reference of understanding that every choice has a consequences. If you're gonna make a decision and it might not be the best one, just know there's an outcome for that and be ready for that.
I'll be weary as she posture near me, trying to take her photos, trying to spread a theory. You gotta be wary of the women that come around you because they might have ulterior motives, trying to make it seem like something is more than it is. You gotta watch how people position themselves near you because they're probably trying to get something out of the situation by using you.
Hargreave number 3 says she heard a rumor, got a mouth that could swallow a ruler. Again, pop culture reference. I'm playing on the Umbrella Academy. It's basically a show on Netflix. It's about this eccentric billionaire who basically adopts 7 superpowered babies. He raises them. Out of the 7 kids he adopted, they all got different powers. Person I'm referring to is number 3. She has the power called I heard a rumor. And when she tells you I heard a rumor, no matter what she says after that, it automatically forces you to do whatever she said. And you know, swallowing a ruler is like, I know a few people that can swallow a ruler, you know what I mean?
Want bands better walk the juniors. So this is a play on the old TV show Making the Band when Diddy made the band walk to Brooklyn for some cheesecake. The name of the group was called The Band. Money is also referred to as bands. If they want money from me, oh, you got a better chance walking the juniors. That's the only way you're gonna make a band.
Giving the Flowers, Jimmy the Tulip, one of my favorite movies. You guys never saw the whole 9 yards with Bruce Willis? Fantastic movie. In that movie, Bruce Willis is a hitman, Jimmy the Tulip, and his calling card is leaving tulips at the victims that he kills.
Plus the condom call is shooting a school up. That's a fish joke. Picture that like oil on a duck, give it this soap. Yo, wear protection. It's a lot of diseases running around, tying into the people with these ulterior motives. They trying to trap you, they trying to have a baby, they trying to get you 18 years, they got one of your kids, got you for 18 years. Boom, semen, sperm, they call them like swimmers, right? So you flush the condom the same way you would flush a dead pet goldfish. When you get somebody pregnant, it's called shooting the club up. But if you're flushing a fish under the old notion that flushing the toilet is gonna lead to the ocean, oh, you're shooting a school up because a school is a bunch of fish. That's a fish joke. So that's just some clever shit. And the Dawn commercials are you clean up a duck with Dawn soap, but let it dawn on you because that's when you get the joke. I'm telling you it's a joke and then you got to get it. So the joke has to dawn on you.
Never said a word that I misspoke. Profound quotes by the soundbite. High key vision over hindsight. It's always better to perceive something and avoid it beforehand than to have to experience that thing and experience revelation later. So, you know, high-key vision is always better than hindsight.
Thinking that we down when we know we up. You know we see we champs because the goal be up, then goal redux. You got to be sure of yourself. I'm sure of myself. We're sure of ourselves and the things we bring to the table, the things we doing, we moving with that energy. We just talk shit, bro. We just here to talk shit. We here to claim victory. And then we're going to do it again.
The Flying V till a Russ Tyler knuckle puck. Tell him knuckle up. You never seen Mighty Ducks? Go look it up. It's an old classic movie. Get a ragtag group of kids. We got a really amazing hockey coach who used to be professional, but now he's teaching middle school kids. But they form a team called the Mighty Ducks. The coach comes up with a play called the Flying V. It's like one of the coolest things in the first movie to watch all the kids skate up the rink in like a V formation. But for us, it's like, oh, you know, V's up. We throw the V's up, so the V's fly. Russ Tyler was one of the kids, one of those ragtag kids, and he had a signature move called the knuckle puck, as in like giving them dap and tell the opposition, get ready to knuckle up, squabble up. I really felt like that song has great energy. I thought that the approach we took with the back and forth rapping was very, very interesting, very innovative. Just the whole process and how that came together was also very intensive. You know,